Hey there, YouTube. Shitty Bill's Garage here, and we're going to do a review of my son's 2003 100th anniversary Harley-Davidson Sportster. In this case, the 883 model, in the gunmetal blue, which I think is one of the coolest, and I believe 1 year only paint in 2003 that they ever did for this bike. We're going to take it for a quick ride. I apologize in advance that the audio is going to be absolutely awful because I'm just using my phone. But we'll do a roll on from 20 to 60. We'll take it for a quick spin and show why dyno numbers and 0 to 60 times aren't what really matters when it comes to riding a motorcycle. If you really want to go fast, a Sportster, and pretty much any Harley, except for some of those the new ones like the Sportster S, is not for you. So sit around, subscribe, and we'll do a quick review of the quintessential first bike, the Harley Sportster 883. So here it is, the Sportster 883, and this is the 100th anniversary. Don't let things fool you, or people fool you that it's really special. It's really not very special. But what it did have is 1 year only paint colors. In this case, this bike is the, I think it's called gunmetal blue. And it's a really nice color. It has obviously the 100-year anniversary badge. And this stripe here, which I didn't even notice. If you look really close, I don't know if it'll even come in. All those little lines say Harley-Davidson. It's really hard to say. You got a little plaque. This is 100th anniversary. And I think there's another one down here, but it's 100th anniversary on the motor. But that's it. Except for that, it is, and all the 2003 motor Harleys were 100th anniversary editions. They just had special color schemes, and that's really about it. This is a 2003 Sportster, and the last year of the solid mounted engine. After this motor became rubber mounted, and it would shake like this, like while you're sitting at a light, but it would smooth out when you start riding. This one does not shake as much when you're sitting there, but the vibrations come in later. All depends on what you like. It doesn't bother me at all. My son went off to college. He's left this here. I've been riding it almost every day, and I fully enjoy this bike. Shocked how much I like it. Now, why is it such a good platform? All right, they're not too big, but there was so much you can modify in this bike. This bike, when it came, had the mid pegs, so basically your foot peg was here. He put on these forward controls, which really give it. I'm 5'10", 5'11", and you can see from the bend in my leg, I have plenty of room. I have way more leg room than on my Street Glide. The bars here are actually a little higher than that on my Street Glide. These are a little wider, which I thought was nice, but then we put these 2-inch spacers in. You can put any bar you want. You could put, mid apes, you can put big apes, you can go low. You can do anything you want. You can put the pegs anywhere you want. People turn these things into dirt bikes, choppers. This thing is basically set up just to be comfortable. And with the 2-inch risers, it's comfortable. Didn't have to change any of the cables. My feet down here, super comfortable. The bike feels great. Now, as far as power, we'll take this thing out for a spin in a few minutes. It's not fast, okay? They're 45 horsepower. It'll do an easy 100 miles an hour. I haven't it over 85 or 90. After that, it's just, it's hectic. But that's not what it's for. It's a cruiser. For back roads, for any road up to 65 miles an hour, it's perfectly fine. If you don't try to make it go fast, you'll swear to God the bike is fast. It feels powerful. It has that Harley low RPM torque. This thing is like riding, it's like driving an old muscle car. As much as you thought that, 1975 Camaro you had in high school, or that I had in high school, was fast, it wasn't. But it had that 350 in it. and it just had all the torque down below, and you got to a hill and it didn't slow down. And this is the same with this. You never have to downshift for a hill. It just pulls up anything you want to do. So if you're not trying to make this thing go fast, it feels super powerful. It feels like the right place to be. And I can't recommend these things enough. My son had learned on this bike. This is what he rode all the way till he went to college, and now I've just been enjoying it almost every day. This is the 2003, so it's still carbureted. So basically when you want to start it when it's cold, you pull out your choke, you turn your key on, you make sure she's in neutral. Get it in neutral here. Turn the run button on. And start it up. Immediately goes into a nice idle. Turn your choke off. There's no reason to be afraid of a choke. If you want fuel injection, you're going to have to wait till 2007. But this is fine. You have all the gauges you need and none you don't. You don't need a tach because it's a Harley. It doesn't rev hard. Trust me, when you want to shift, you'll feel it. Speedometer, odometer, and a trip odometer, your left blinker, and your right blinker. If you hit them both at the same time, well, you should if I could do it, you get hazards. High beam, horn, what else do you need? And it just sits here and it feels the business. So we're going to take it for a quick spin and leave it in the comments what you think of the Sportster. All right, so here we go. Let's fire it up, take it for a spin. Okay. So this bike has a 5-speed transmission. Everyone will complain that it really needs a 6-speed. You're not going that fast on a Sportster that you really need another gear. Like, you start feeling it above 70, 75 miles an hour, and you kind of wish you had another gear. But this really isn't the bike for that. This bike is for like a really nice curvy back road. If your plan is to get on the highway and do 200 miles without stopping, this is not the bike for you. This bike is about cruising, or like back road. So we'll go out here, do a quick like 0 to 60, show you what it accelerates like. But the point is, this bike, it's not fast. But like, I'm in 5th gear now, and it just, even at 40 miles an hour, it's happy. It just pulls. Like, that's starting in 2nd gear. It doesn't happen. Because it's an 883 cubic inch V-twin work box. Any legal change. So, get it out. We'll do a quick little romp, pull over, and we'll take a look at it again. So, yeah, do I wish I bought the 1200? Probably. But it really doesn't make a whole lot of difference, because rarely are you giving it everything it has. Right? I've just short shifted, and it's effortless. I I felt comfortable with my 17-year-old son driving this bike because I knew it didn't want to kill him. Right? That was everything it had up to about 40. I didn't want to go past the single house. But will it do 100 miles an hour? Yeah. Well, you're a big sail. You're just out here in the wind. 100 miles an hour, it is not relaxing. It's not comfortable. You want to go 100 miles an hour? Buy a GSXR. I've owned them. They're awesome for what they are, but you don't want to ride it all day. Apparently that guy did not wait for the light. Really long here. Really long first gear. So, another biker. And you'll learn that if you have actually any motorcycle, for the most part, everyone just weighs. That's probably going to weigh those. I'll be turned. Get out of its own way. That's the fun. You have to understand what it is. And I'll be honest, like I've been riding this every day since my son went to college. And I couldn't be happier on it. I have a street license to drive. This bike actually has a little bit of room here. Pleasant place to be. So if you're thinking about getting a Sportster, you get a lot better deals on the 883s. You're probably going to upgrade eventually. You're probably going to get like a Dana, or you're going to find out what you want. Do you want another cruiser? Do you want a Softail, a Fat Boy, a Dyna? Do you want to go Japanese? There's some great big bore cruisers and of course sport bikes. Or you go to Triumph Bonneville and go like those Cafe Retro Cafe bikes. They're awesome too. But where to start? You really can't go wrong with a Sportster. Realistically, this bike probably low twos, maybe $2,500 is what it's worth. And you're going to get that back if you keep it a year or two. So, there she is. It's just a nice place to be. All right, everyone, leave comments. Tell me what you think.